Hey, this is Jason Jensen with Baker Street Systems. I'm here with Jay Lara with Dark Cherry Systems.
Once again.
Again, yes. And we're going to be going over how to add another domain name to an existing server. So just to give you some setup, right now when we go to printingeagle.com, it shows this web page. We want to be able to go to, let me pull up my notes, sorry, rkshoppingcart.com. So if I go in another tab to rkshoppingcart.com, it points to the right server, so our DNS settings are correct. It's now, we have to take this from Apache and be able to reroute it and keep this domain name as rkshoppingcart.com. But that's all we need to do pretty much, right?
Yep. Nail on the head.
Okay, so what we're going to do, let me tidy up. I've gone ahead and logged in to the server, and we've gone ahead and done an update and an upgrade and then auto remove. So everything should be up to date. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the configuration file that we already have there. And from what I understand, we want to be able to keep printingeagle.com pointing to this server. But then we also want to create pretty much a duplicate website using the same files. Before we go on, are you sure you want to do that? Because Google will dock you for that.
Well, but we need to pull down this website.
Okay.
So we're going to erase all the files off of this and just move all the files over to that domain name, the RK Shopping Cart. And then these files, we'll drop them and we'll just put blank HTML that says this site is under construction. Have it write
Okay.
in HTML.
Okay. So this site will be rkshoppingcart.com, and we're going to get rid of Eagle Printing, the logo. So, okay, and then we're just going to put a placeholder on
Yep.
printingeagle.com. Okay, I feel like I understand now. That makes what we're going to do a little bit different. All I'm going to do now is this: sudo a2 dis a2 dis site printingeagle.com. Okay, so what we're doing is I'm disabling these websites, so because we're going to change the file name and then re-enable them.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to do this. Okay. Okay, so now they're disabled. Now we're going to just edit them. Move printingeagle.com.conf to, and I always
RK Shopping Cart.
RK shopping. Dang it! It copied the carriage return when I copied it before. Okay.
Wow.
Uh,
And completed the command too with
yeah, because it copied the carriage return. So now we're just gonna do it again. There we go. And we're going to move this to. By the way, it's always important to end with .conf. You'll see a lot of Apache logs or Apache commands on the internet that are the samples without the .conf. But they're probably pre 2014. As of I forget when it was, but it's a couple years ago that they started really enforcing the .conf because it makes it a lot easier.
It's a conf file.
Yes,
That's
that's right. So, okay, so we're moving this. Let's just take a look. Yep, that looks good. Now let's move the printingeagle.com, the SSL version of it, and we're going to change it to I like to keep the same naming criteria, and even though le SSL is kind of cheesy, uh, we're going to keep it that way because it uses the Let's Encrypt program, and it's just been my experience. Don't fight the defaults, um, even though it's kind of cheesy. Don't fight it because even though it's technically possible to overwrite it, um, you'll spend hours doing little things.
name?
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
The SSL.conf. You didn't make that up. Like that is what the default is.
that's what
Does
that's what.
SSL come from France or something?
No, 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 no.
Or is it just an
SSL does
accent?
no. SSL does not come from France. This is what Let's Encrypt
Okay.
that
That's like
script.
their naming default.
That's right.
Okay.
What they do is they look up your rkshoppingcart.com.conf,
Mm-hmm.
and then they create a new file with the le SSL in there.
Okay.
So just that's why we're leaving it that way, because that's an automatic
Okay.
name addition.
Okay.
So so we're going to move that. So now we should have no more printing eagle.
Good.
So now let's go through each one of these. I forget. Did we do any work
Yep.
on in this?
Default. What is it? What is it?
Oh, we're gonna do nano.
Nano.
Okay. Oh, did you already change this?
Yes, I already changed that last night.
Okay.
But I may not change everything. I believe I did.
Oh. Alan just came in with a lightsaber.
Do you need something, Alan? Sorry. Okay, I wasn't trying to ignore you either.
uh, okay. Let's see.
Oh, there's printingeagle.com. Maybe
Yeah.
where that's commented out.
Was this commented out before?
No, it was not. And I left the HTTPS because we were going to do an SSL.
Yes.
And before it said printing eagle or eagle, yeah, printingeagle.com.
Okay.
Server name.
Yeah.
Printing eagle.
Next time, don't do anything unless you're gonna do all of it.
Well, my intention was to do all of it.
Okay. arcadeshoppingcart.com. And that's really all that you've changed, right?
That's it. Yeah. This is as far as I got was into this file.
Okay. Okay. So really, all we're doing is looking for printing eagle
Yeah.
and replacing it with RK shopping cart. That's because we're replacing this entire website.
On the SSL, is there anything we're going to have to do?
Yes,
Okay.
but we're not. I'm just
Yeah.
doing the.
One step at a time.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Actually, let's do. I want to default SSL.conf. I don't think we did anything in here.
I don't think we did either. I don't remember ever playing here.
Nope. Your eyes get really good at scanning code after a while.
Yeah, for real.
Anyway, there's no mention of eagle anywhere in there. Okay.
We can also search for it.
Yeah, but
That's okay. With eyes like Jason's.
that's right.
Who needs that?
Okay, so now let's change this to RK shopping cart.
So this is the server name. And will this affect? Because I was thinking maybe we should need to change the server name to Eagle Printing. Or do you always keep it as
No,
.com?
yeah, I always just do this.
Okay.
Whatever domain name you have, just do the same thing.
So even though I'm going to develop another website on this server.
Yes, you'll create another configuration file
Okay.
for
That's
that.
right. This is the config file. My
Yes.
bad. Yeah. All right. Okay. I thought we were naming the actual server itself, so that's fine. I'm not doing that.
RK le.
And this is where we choose where it points to.
Correct. And then just because we're going to change this too. But we're still going to keep it in the Eagle printing,
Folder. Absolutely.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. This is all for caching. And then, let's see, is this? Why is this down here? Do we put it down here?
Yeah, that would rewrite it, wouldn't it? No, there's not.
Or I'm going to put this back up here. Okay, that way it's all together.
That looks nice.
Okay, if you ever want to come back in here, these are some extra caching things that you can add. This is what all my web servers have, but you have to enable a few like mods for Apache.
Okay.
So it probably won't work out of the box, but it's pretty close to what you need.
Sweet. That's awesome.
And because I've been practicing with SEO and getting things hyper optimized, that's one thing.
Better SEO if you have more caching.
Yeah, if your site loads fast, yep, uh, yep. Um, okay, so now let's go to uh, the actual folder, Eagle Printing, and then did you already copy everything over?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
I built the look. It does show that I did the in root. So if you want to destroy that,
Yeah, is that okay?
destroy all the way. Remove directory. Oh, recursive. Is that what it is?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do sudo move print, uh, and then we're gonna call this just nope. That's not what we want. Printingeagle.com to rkshoppingcart.com. Did we do it right? Looks good to me. And then, okay, we have all the same stuff. Yep, good. We still have the Git folder in there. By the way, if you ever want to look at hidden files, you do the dash LA. I like the, well, you don't have to have the L, but I do like the L because it gives you the extra data like this, like who owns it, the right permissions, and
It's
I
underrated to
I
have
pretty much always do dash L,
yeah.
because
At least dash L, if not dash LA.
yeah,
Okay. I like that it stacks it better too, because if it's all in one line, it's really hard to read it.
yep, that's right.
Formatting's nicer too.
Yep. So that's how I do it. Then okay, so that's done. Now let's let's go to. I put a note on my website because I always forget where the heck to go, because this tutorial is the best. Okay, we've already done all that. Done all that. Okay, now we're going to create a new certificate.
So both of these will still be encrypted then.
Yeah. Okay, then we're going to do one for RK Shopping Cart and one for www.rkshoppingcart.com.
SSL improves your SEO also.
Correct. Well, actually, I'm not sure, but I do know that Google uh, is strongly pushing towards everything being encrypted.
So what all gets encrypted when you encrypt?
So that's part of the thing. When you encrypt a website, you want everything, including your images, your JS files, uh, your CSS files, everything that comes from that website should come through an HTTPS connection. If it doesn't, then you'll get web pages where it shows like a half of a lock, and it'll say some of these things on this website are not secure.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
But in order to get a real lock like this,
Yeah.
everything on this web page needs to be encrypted, including this image, all the CSS files came from an encrypted source.
Gotcha.
Not necessarily the same domain name, but they came from an HTTPS source.
Interesting.
So
And then literally what's getting encrypted is what's getting when information moves from your browser to the server. That's all encrypted.
correct.
Correct?
Yeah,
And
everything.
reverse also.
Yes, everything from your computer to the server should be encrypted, and vice versa.
Gotcha. And the browser parses that.
So pretty much the rule is encrypt everything.
Yeah.
Especially if you ever have a username and password, that should always be encrypted, because then if it's not, if you ever log in with an unencrypted website, people like me can sniff your packets, and that sounds dirty. But yeah, shut up. Anyway, but then you can get your password pretty easily. let's see. Cannot obtain. You know what? Hold on just a second. A2, no, is it sudo A2 end site, and we're going to do rkshoppingcart.com. Now let's restart Apache. I wonder if that's what sudo service Apache 2. We're going to do a complete restart. Okay, so let's just try and go to rkshoppingcart.com and see what happens. Man, we broke everything.
Did you disable the site too? You have to re-enable it?
I just re-enabled it. But actually, it is working because I went to rkshoppingcart.com unencrypted, and it's redirecting to this. Okay, so and then this isn't working because we don't have the encryption set up yet. And encryption, by the way, is very specific to the domain name that you generated it for. You can't, unless you get a wildcard certificate, which is outside the scope of this tutorial. But for now, let's just assume each certificate has to go to one domain.
Specified domain.
Yes. Let's see. Error unrecognized shopping arguments. Did I do it wrong? Oh, oops. Yes, I did do it wrong. Let's do -D for each one of these. That's what it says here. And okay, this should work now. I'm hoping. In the meantime, let's I'm going to format this. Oops, here we go. Okay, we're going to make every request secure. I just like to do that. We're not going to differentiate between encrypted and unencrypted. We're just going to have encrypted. That's it.
Great.
And if you go to the unencrypted site, it will automatically redirect you to the encrypted site. Okay? Okay. So now, sudo service Apache 2 restart. Haha! There we go. Okay. So there we go.
And you tested www.rkshopping and that worked.
No, I didn't. Let's do it right now. That works. Let's try it unencrypted. Nice.
Jeez. And then what happens at this point with the other shop with the other
Printingeagle.com? I don't know yet. We're going to come back to that. Because
we removed some of the SSL
yeah.
documents.
Yeah. So we'll come back to that. Okay. And really, all we want for that is just a place saver, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to. Are we going to make that encrypted?
If it's easy to do, then we could leave it encrypted because he's going to put a web page on that really quickly.
Okay. Okay. Then we'll encrypt it. Okay. Then before we forget, let's do. We want to auto renew this. Did we ever do this together?
We didn't do the auto renew. I started trying to figure it out, but I was in the wrong tutorial for. Yeah,
okay. So what we do is do cron tab edit, and we want no that's okay. Actually, you know what? Let's do sudo cron tab -e. Okay. And this is where you come to do your thing. Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? This is how to manually update it. let's do this. Don't save that. Okay, now what we're going to do is whenever you're downloading things, I always like to do it in your home directory. And the way to get there is cd, then the tilde. Whatever. What is it? No,
Tilde?
this is this. No, that's a. I forget what these. That's a tilde, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's tilde.
Okay. What's this? That's like a tick.
I don't even know what that is. I just know it's annoying.
Yeah. MySQL uses this thing all the
Yeah,
time,
it's
and
a
I
pain
hate.
in the
Yeah,
butt. I always have to clear my code before I drop
yeah,
it in MySQL.
I agree. You know what else I hate is the Microsoft Word quotes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had problem too
Oh,
where it
absolutely.
does those
You can
curly?
like do different, yeah, curly quotes versus
Yeah,
just regular quotes.
I hate it. Okay, so now we're just gonna do this. Um, okay, then let's just run this to check that everything's installed. By the way, yep, okay, we moved it correctly. And let's do rkshoppingcart.com. Okay, so it is renewing or attempting to renew. Now we can set up the cron job, and we're just gonna do this.
Nice.
And we're gonna change this to okay. So now it's set up.
Awesome.
Okay, now what we're going to do with the printingeagle.com. Let's go back to our Apache. Actually, first, before we do that, let's set up the place saver. So we're going to call this make directory. We're going to call it printingeagle.com. Yep, there it is. Okay, then what we're going to do is this going to be a Laravel site?
So we just need to drop the.
Well, eventually you'll do.
You can put you can make it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Make dear
Laravel, and then make directory. I'm just going to make this kind of easy for you to
Cool.
just drop it in there. Public, and then nano index.php.
Sweet.
And then we're just going to say, right, let's do it real. HTML, close bracket, body, welcome to printingeagle.com. This site is currently being updated. Please check back soon.
And then you want to throw an href in there, and we'll do yeah. Go ahead. And we're gonna go to rkmarketing or rkshoppingcart.com, and then just say. Perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we can do, now that we have a placeholder, let's go to the Etsy Apache 2 sites available. Let's do that. We're going to do
Can we duplicate these for the
yeah.
other one?
Sudo nano .conf. Okay, I'm just going to take these. I'm going to paste them off screen, but I'm just having them here just so I can paste them on later. And then sudo nano RK shopping cart le.
In
Sorry.
Spanish is le.
Well, in French it's le.
Well, you told me the French didn't make that, so I'm assuming the Spaniards did.
Whenever they say le, whenever it's like le whatever, it's always French.
People really pronounce on the tutorials. They pronounce le instead of le or le.
But they don't speak French. But it is French.
Because it is Spanish too.
Yeah, but it's French. Okay. I'm just I'm going through these configuration files and just replacing RK shopping cart with printingeagle.com. That's really all I'm doing. In fact, maybe I'll let you see this. No, never mind. I have some other stuff up. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm just replacing these. And actually, we already created these certificates, so we don't really have to do anything else with that, except for the auto renew.
Ah, yes.
And this one is already done. Okay, now let's go back to our terminal and sudo nano, and we're going to do printing eagle. By the way, I can never remember which one is which.
No,
Eagle printing or printing eagle.
Company name is
It's
Eagle Printing, and then he's got printingeagle.com. But it's because he can't buy the website domain name he wants. 15,000.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to copy and paste this into here. Overwrite it. And same thing with this one. I'm going to copy this. Sudo nano printing eagle.com le ssl.conf. Okay, then we're going to enable it. Sudo a2 end site. And this is going to be printingeagle.com.conf.
And what is A2 Insight?
It means you're enabling the site.
And the other one's dis site.
Yes.
Disable the site.
Correct.
The site. Okay, gotcha. And A2 pertains to
Apache 2.
Gotcha, thanks. Appreciate the decipher.
Okay. Sudo service Apache 2 restart. There we go.
It didn't link. It didn't create a hyperlink. How weird is that?
Oh.
There's no CSS on it, maybe.
No. Maybe I just did it wrong. Anyway, but let's test this out real quick. www. And then if we go to regular printingeagle.com.
Bam.
Good. Okay, so the config's all done. Except no, we have two things to do. Yep, cron job, and then let's do the link first. A.
And then you gotta close your P too, if you want.
Okay, you don't have to, but it is cleaner that way. I agree. P is one of P is one of those tags that you don't technically have to close.
Oh, really?
Yep.
There you go. Yay.
Oh, but let's do a full domain because this is a relative.
That's true.
Link.
HTTPS.
We want no, we did it without. Okay. This is the fully qualified domain name. There we go. Okay, Now let's do the sudo cron tab dash e, and we're just going to copy this and put it here, and then change this to printingeagle.com. Right?
That's right.
I'm just gonna.
You wrote it down.
Let's just do this real quick. Oh, sudo. Oh,
Here, public.
maybe that's just. Let's do this. Okay, it works. So the only thing we left to do, and I'm not sure how this will work. The only question that I have from this point on is whether in your cron tab, you see how we have it's renewing for these two domains. The question that I have is whether we have to add another one for the www.rkshoppingcart.com and then the www.printingeagle.com. Because remember when we were writing the SSL certificate, we had to specify both domain names. That's the one question that I have, but I haven't been using Let's Encrypt long enough for it to have been expired. So when I find out, I'll let you know.
Do we want to just add them here for safety's sake? Would that hurt anything?
I don't know. Let me.
Since you're already testing it that way with yours, let's go ahead and add it here for safety's sake and see what happens. See if it breaks anything.
Let's do this real quick. I want to try.
Oh, there you go.
Just running it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it is the same certificate. It's just when we were creating it, we had to specify it was for multiple domain names or multiple subdomain names, technically. So anyway, so the way it is now, I think, is the way it will work in the future. So I think you're all squared away.
Dude, you are awesome. Thank you so much, Jason, with Baker Street Systems.
Anyway, any other questions? You can contact me at jj@bakerstreetsystems.com, like that, right there. Okay.